Back again. Avit Podcast, at Avit Podcast on all the socials. Myself, at BOYO World. My trusty lunatic counterpart co-host, at DAINTON_LEE. Got it right this time.
You could just say Dayton Lee if you want to.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to like...
I haven't got a fucking middle name.
Underscore, well, it's underscore now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Underscore, just a symbol, like Prince, formerly known as Prince or whatever.
Didn't he? Wasn't it? Isn't this what it was? They had him tied up, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
they had him contractually fucking...
He wanted to get out, make some more fucking jams.
Yeah.
So the only way he could do it and get out of that was by not giving himself a name, by giving himself a symbol.
Coming out totally... Super genius though, isn't it?
Prince.
Coming out with a symbol.
He was one of the boys, wasn't he?
So the artist formerly known as Prince. So you could still identify him as Prince because that's how everyone had to think. That's how everyone had to address it. Like you couldn't speak a symbol. Class.
So good.
No one's ever done that.
Yeah.
They've probably done it since mine, but...
They had him in the end though, didn't they?
Did have him in the end. Unless he... out the back door.
Yeah.
But they still technically had him in the end because there's a vault full of music that eventually they just broke into. They were like, yeah, he's not in the house now, so let's get in there, pry all them out. Yeah, just get one of his greedy family members or someone that resembles something, we'll fake a signature, and we'll just start releasing all this and say it's all anniversary edition stuff, lost tapes, and now with AI, who cares? They don't even need to do any of that. They can just... Do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Hey, I've heard AI music that'll scare you, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like you, not like Halloween.
No, but like,
It'll
good?
Yeah.
Good.
So good that you'll just be like, oh my God, is this... You won't even ask if it's real. You'll just be like, I've never heard this song by this fucking artist. I've heard the Beatles singing Oasis songs.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Well, you can hear that anyway because they love them. But you know what I mean? I've heard like Slipknot singing Nirvana. I reckon the industry are testing it out and just floating it on YouTube to see what the socials are saying, to see what the comments are saying, and just flying it out like normies are doing it. But I reckon it's the labels floating it round and being like, what's the public perception of this? Are they dead against it? Are they...
It's not fucking... Don't do that.
So they started licensing and selling off the likeness of dead film stars. So do you know when you got like an artist like Frank Sinatra? Yeah, what's her name? With the skirt blowing up and all that. And fucking Monroe, Marilyn Monroe. Like all these kind of people singing in the rain. So their estate or whatever start renting out / selling their likeness so they can be used in that new footage I showed you. That new trailer of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Unbelievable.
Who's got Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. having a drink with them. Sat down having talking to them in the same scene, bro. And you're like, both of them are dead.
If I was one of those guys, yeah.
Come back and haunt them.
Yeah, and my family were like in need of some dosh, I'd be like, sell my, just fucking crack on, right? If they needed it. But not like some rich prick that's just got too much money already.
How would you tell them though? Through a Ouija board?
Well, I reckon that's a fair way to do it. And if you can't get them, you don't have it.
So, right. Good plug there. You said have it. But what I'm going to say is advice to anyone who's looking for some sort of money or whatever. If you've got a famous uncle or dad or someone that's now recently passed or deceased or at any time at all, get a Ouija board out, give them a ring and see if they will allow you to use their likeness and just sell it off. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to get approval in it. Don't go just selling it. But then people will just sell things without asking the dead first.
Yeah.
But enough of that. Let's have a joyous time. Let's have a really joyous time. What are you going to do for Christmas?
I've fucking started Christmas already, man.
Shooting a podcast. That's what we're doing for Christmas.
My wife has got horses at this farm. There's quite a few stables there.
Yeah.
And every year they do something for the kids.
That's nice, though.
Yeah. So she said, would you be Santa? So I said yes. And then I said, oh, fuck, straight away. You know, what am I doing? I can't be Santa, can I? So they got this really good fucking outfit.
Fat cats, pillow up there?
Everything.
The full deal?
To the point.
Fake. Let me break it down. Fake fat cats or pillow?
Pillow.
It's a pillow.
My own,
right?
my own pillow.
Your own pillow from the house. Yeah. Fucking class.
My own. It's got a peacock on the front of it and shit.
Amazing. They don't see that though because it's all tucked up and that.
How old was you when you like realised that they made him up? How old? I can't even speak.
Stop.
No, you know what I'm trying to say.
I know exactly what you're saying. Look, my Santa when I was a kid was fucking absurd, bro. Let me tell you why. Because I've got an uncle, right? And you know my uncle. You've met my uncle. And my uncle is fucking mental. So like he's got like it's not a speech impediment. It's more like a nerve thing, right? It's like a thing that he had since he was younger. Where it was a nerve thing, right? So but it's affected his speech. He's a super nice guy. He's rad, you know, whatever. He's up for a laugh. He's doing all that and all that. So they called him Clunk. And I say they called him. They call him Clunk.
Clunk off the penalty pit stop.
That's it, bro. Off Wacky Races and Catch the Pigeon and all that. There was a character in that cartoon.
He's the fucking real life living version of
There's a character in that cartoon that had his face tucked up in the fucking, in his collar. And then he would pop out and go, and make noises. So like he'd be like, and he'd do all this like when he's speaking. So what I'm saying is you can barely understand what he's saying at the best of times. I can because I've known him since I was super young. So it's like I'm a translator for his sort of dialect. But anyway, he was Santa when I was a kid.
Clunk.
He was Santa around my way when we were kids. So he would do it, heart of gold. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like he's Santa, and the way that I could tell that it was Santa, because obviously. Like, I was like, I know them eyes. And then as soon as you start hearing the like going on or whatever, and I'm like, it's blown it. Do you know what I mean? It's you with a pillow up your stomach. Like, I can see all this. You've got a pillow up your jumper.
Was that it? You was like, this ain't real.
Well, no, when you're a child, you're led to believe. We're cracking this open, aren't we? We're cracking this open because it's a Christmas episode.
This is Christmas Eve, mind.
En masse, we've been lied to. That's what's gone on here. As children, we've been programmed with a massive lie. And they upkeep it for joy, in inverted commas.
They've lied to us, right? But they've also like sparked our imagination.
Right.
So there's a
great argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lie there. And then again, you're invoking imagination with joy and all this other stuff. When was the day, I think the point you were trying to get to though was, can you remember the day when the dream shattered and Santa just disappeared into the ether and you was like, is someone buying me stuff and wrapping it up and just putting it in a room and then going, there it is?
I think I remember because basically I really wanted a scale electrics for Christmas.
Woke up in the morning, shovel.
Woke up in the morning, went downstairs, scale electrics.
Had one?
Yeah.
That's nice though.
I opened the box, looked in there, got all the cars out, then flipped them over and I was like, look at the cars, like it was already burnt out. My stepdad was just revving it around the track in night, like playing on it.
You've been using it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, how is this burnt out? The penny dropped down.
Telling you lies, like he's telling you lies about how it's
about 9.
Santa, unreliable, but wouldn't rely on for it. Tell you what, son, you'll learn soon. Don't rely on him for anything.
Yeah.
Last year I asked for something, turned up, bottle of whiskey, half drunk. Nothing in there. What a pig. So it's Christmas and everyone will be doing Christmassy things. Yeah, spiced apple, rum, all that. What do they call it? The smells? What's the smells? Mulled wine.
Mulled wine, yeah.
Yeah, like all that stuff. Berries and shit. Couple of robins in the garden. Holly hanging above the door. Mistletoe. Trees. Some people have real pine trees in the house, don't they? I heard that tradition was from something mental as well. It's from some pagan tradition. Like having a tree in your house. Not that you shouldn't have plants in your house, just having a tree once a year in your fucking house.
Cryptic fucking pyramid in your house, and it goes to the shape of the tree and shit.
Something's happening. Again, not against it. Brought up in it. Product of it, if anything. Just saying. Christmas. So what goes for me, personally, with Christmas is Christmas films. Like, I love a Christmas film. Doesn't have to be Christmas themed. Just has to be watched around Christmas time. So Die Hard's one of them, innit? Because that's argued whether that's a Christmas film or not. Like, because it's set at Christmas, but it's a full-on action film, and he's giving it I think Bruce Willis was born bald. Even when he had a full head of hair, he looked like he was bald, didn't he? He was just always giving it. I like Bruce, so he's tidy.
He's always giving it moonlighting.
He's a good guy. Moonlighting. That was one he was in, wasn't it? So what's the Christmas films? I had Die Hard, Nightmare Before Christmas, Home Alone 1 and 2. And do you know what's good about Home Alone 1 and 2? Is that a child is, in America, is foiling robbers. They stopping robbers in their tracks with loads of traps and stuff, which I loved. But growing up a bit now and rewatching it, I'm looking at it from the robber's perspective. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, do you know that kid would be battered within the first 2 minutes of me breaking into the house? Because you'd just fucking kick the door off a lock, wouldn't you, and just knock him out cold. You'd just be like, right, there's a kid for there, knock him out for a start. Like, It'd be none of this micro machines on the floor, whatever. Whoops, I've slipped. Look at this bucket of paint swinging down the stairs. Like, none of that, bro. And do you know what? Even if the kid was that smart, setting up all these elaborate traps and stuff, irons and all falling on your face when you're trying to get in, nail on a thing. Fuck that. I'd get the 2 traps. I'd get the micro machines and the red hot door handle. I'd be like, do you know what's happening here? Petrol to the letterbox. Let's burn this bitch. Like, you just burn. Not the kid. I hope the kid get out safe. Yeah? And it's a film I'm in now. Hypothetical film. Allegedly. Burn your house down. Burn your house down. Fuck that house. If I can't get what I want, I'll just burn it down. That's what, as a robber, I would do. And there was 2 of them. Joe Pesci and the tall guy, which no one knows the name of. Just the tall guy.
I fucking never. I've watched about 5 minutes of it.
No, bro.
I've never watched it.
You've got to watch Home Alone 1 and 2. They made like 50 other ones after it, but they're fucking shit. Shit. They're so shit.
My Christmas film is fucking Gremlins. But then he buy a kid the fucking gremlin and the Mogwai and take it home at Christmas.
Yeah, he buys a Mogwai from the shop of curious oddities from the guy.
Yeah.
And the guy warns him, comes with instructions and on it. Don't feed the little shit bag after midnight. And what'd he do? Fucking up there, giving him a Mars bar and all that. He've had a joint, been watching a cricket on YouTube or whatever, and he's fucking giving him bits of whatever, half a bag of crisps. He's like, one of them, but throwing him a fucking quaver or whatever into his cage. And then
Fucking quaver.
breaking half a Peter's pasty off for him, do you know what I mean? Or giving him the crust where there's no meat in. Just giving him the end bit that you hold. Do you know what I mean? Be like, I'm not going to eat that. Give it to the fucking dog. Like, give it to the Mogwai, like, and then this thing just starts to fucking morph then. So, sweeping straight off that quickly, just flicking off it. More music was released in one day of 2024 than the entire calendar year of 1989. What do you think of that?
Fucking, yeah, that's fucking mad.
Saying that again, one day, 24 hours in this year of 2024, more music was released into the world than an entire calendar year of 1989.
When was the computers in a household, like in every household? Because then you can kind of like work it out, but based off that, can't you? Because like obviously, as soon as everyone starts getting computers, it can make music.
Right, this is where it's at, isn't it?
It's easier,
and it's become easier to release music, so everyone can do it. Where back in the day, I don't think maybe a lot of people were making music, but they weren't releasing it, even if they could make it.
It's the same as people making content, like how many films come out then versus how many films come out now.
Totally.
Like on YouTube, say.
Totally, but. Do you know in 1989, we could have got this all wrong. It could have just been a year full of lazy cunts. Do you know what I mean? It could have been a year where all the musicians had a day off for a year. You know what I mean? They were like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing this year. Cocaine swept the nation, didn't it? Like in the 80s. So they were all just giving it disco, watching Saturday Night Fever. And you know the Bee Gees? Here's a little factoid for you. You know the Bee Gees?
Yeah.
Who did the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack and all that? That's not their real voices. Like, they made a career. Imagine this now.
What?
They made a career. Their biggest selling point in their career was fake chipmunk voices. So they released music before all our chipmunk stuff. Before they were, staying alive, staying alive. Before they were doing that, they had normal men voices. There was like, Darren's working in the coal mines. They were giving it all that, right? And they were bangers. They was checking out bangers. It's just people weren't willing to recognize bangers. So they were like, how do we market this? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think a producer or someone in the studio said, I could be totally wrong with this, mind. They were like, wait, do that voice again? And he's on a take, just having a laugh with the other one. One got glasses, one got big hair, other one got teeth hanging up his face, haven't he? Like more teeth than face in the Bee Gees. That's how you recognize them. Teeth, hair, glasses, and a whoosh. Edit glasses on. 1970s edit glasses. Those little brown ones that naughty PE teachers used to wear. Like dark PE teachers. They were wearing all them. So the three of them, one of them did the funny voice in the studio. The other guy was like, whoa, go back, do that. Done it again. Barry Gibb, giving it the highs. Done it. Kept it. Done it for a song. They were like, this is going to be a smash hit. Done it for their whole career then. Stuck in the voice. Got to do that forever.
Fuck that.
Cleaning your teeth. Back combing your hair. Blow drying it. Singing like a high chipmunk. Made loads of money. They're not arguing about it, I don't suppose. Because
didn't they win like the fucking Eurovision Song Contest? That's the thing, is how they got somewhere. That's how they broke from like, you know.
the Bee Gees.
I don't know. How did they start off?
I don't know, man.
But did they change their tone as soon as they got signed?
They're brothers, aren't they? No, they were already an established band under the name of the Bee Gees, and they released music pre-High Voice, but it wasn't doing as well. It just wasn't. It wasn't going like it wasn't. There was bangers there, bro. They had bangers in that as well.
There was women in the Bee Gees as well, wasn't it? It was like two girls in the Bee Gees.
No, man, that's just effeminate men. They're just effeminate men.
What was the? It was just two guys in the Bee Gees.
You're talking about ABBA, you are now.
Yeah.
You're talking about ABBA, bro.
Same band, isn't it?
Same here, isn't it? See, it's all...
Fuck me. The Bee Gees and ABBA?
Drug disco.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you know ABBA, though, compared to the Bee Gees? For me, ABBA's music is nightmare fuel. When I hear ABBA, when I hear Dancing Queen kicking or something like that, like, it just spins me into, like, nightmares. I just hear... Ba, ba, ba. Do you know someone locked me in a cabin and then walked in with a knife and a set of dungarees on or whatever and a pair of Crocs? Like, I would fucking absolutely lose my shit if they were playing ABBA. It's the worst horror music that you could ever give me. Oh, God. There's something about it, bro.
Yeah, is it because it's been on forever when you was a kid and you'd be at your nan's or like at some sort of like function and they'd be giving it oil with ABBA playing and you're like, no, this again. It's like the chicken song, isn't it?
I wish.
Same thing as a chicken song?
I hope it's that. I got a feeling deep down in my stomach that they were sat around a cauldron doing like black magic rituals, like cooking that music. They weren't even creating it. They were cooking the music, and then they brought it out and give them to these like blonde androids. They've just do you know what I'm saying? They've just given them to these, they're like clones. They've taken them off the rack and just been like, you're ready for purpose. And they've given it to them and they've pulled their hoods down and gone, phew. Like they've given them the juice and the spirit's gone in them, and then they've come out, Friday night and the lights getting low. It's fucking, for me, it's dark. Really? There are tunes and they're bangers, and I can appreciate bangers when I hear them, but whoa, they fry my brain, bro. I'm not listening to the ABBA ever. I will listen to them, I just not out of choice. Like I can put up with it. Nightmare fuel, yeah? Just any kidnappers out there that are coming for me, you know my Achilles heel. Yeah, dungarees, Crocs, log cabin, like ABBA, greatest hits. You stick that on, it'll probably kill me. You don't have to do anything to me. It's like brain freeze when you have a slush puppy, but like right in there. It's gonna do something nasty to you.
Is it like eating acidic candy floss?
From the inside out, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It'll start sizzling all your synapses in your brain cells. But do you know what I'm saying? The Bee Gees won't. I think the Bee Gees, you'll have a nice Disney cloud growing.
I can't. In my head now, right? It's Staying Alive's the Bee Gees, isn't it?
Yeah, and they are staying alive, mind.
Yeah.
Didn't one of them? One of them's gone, isn't he? Have a look. Who's alive?
Hang on. I can't take it. They just melted into the same thing in my head.
The Bee Gees are three grown men with adult haircuts and faces.
Until I go out.
They all got... It's rich coming from me with my fucking haircut. But all I'm saying is the Bee Gees got everybody's mother's haircut on their head, and they're grown men. Right? Right? They're grown men. And one of them got teeth, the other one got glasses, and the other one's just giving it someone's mom's haircut. Flat out. He's just doing it, bro. Look like a fucking Darth Vader helmet pumped up in Photoshop. Like, he's doing that live. Like, his hair is so backcombed and fucking blow-dried that as soon as a fucking light passes behind him, you can just see through it. Like an hologram, like Tupac's hologram. So, he got a holographic haircut. That's the Bee Gees. ABBA, 4-piece. 2 men, 2 women. Scary as fuck, Swedish, nightmare fuel. They're over here giving it fucking dreamy, silky videos, spinning around on podiums and all that, never changing their expressions. Yeah? They're either like some robot swingers who shag each other in the dark room wearing fucking like luminous yellow dungarees, do you know what I mean, and silver fucking ski masks. Like, or there's something's going on, bro. Telling him now, like something's going to come out about them.
ABBA.
In the long one, yeah. ABBA. ABBA Tussog, the band.
ABBA.
ABBA. Even that. We're not gonna go down the rabbit hole, but ABBA, even that, bro.
It's a bit of a symmetrical, isn't it?
Totally. They know what they're doing. It's ABBA is ABBA backwards. And that's not mean nothing. That's by the by.
Do you think? No, I'm not. Yeah, anyway.
You nearly did. Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wow.
See? Bee Gees. Look at that. Look at the fucking Bee Gees.
Wow.
Someone's mother on the right.
They look like Wolf Boy.
See this fella in the middle? That's the glasses. But he haven't got his glasses on, so he's got a fucking... That forehead is mental, bro.
Wow.
And then the one on the left is teeth. So you've got to go mother, glasses, teeth. That's how you identify them. Look at ABBA. He looks like Dan Aykroyd. Was that a funny turn?
They just look like his... To me, right?
The one on the right looks like Dan Aykroyd been hit by a shovel really hard. And he haven't come back.
Well, fuck it. The one in the Bee Gees looks like a Wookiee, right, on the right. And then like... The only difference I can see that is there's an extra woman in ABBA.
No, stop, bro. In ABBA, that's two women in the middle.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't.
So you're saying one of the Bee Gees is a full-grown woman, or most of ABBA look like men.
To me, right, if you minus one from the Bee Gees, it makes ABBA. Sorry, if you minus one from
ABBA,
it makes the Bee Gees.
Yeah, that one woman in ABBA looked like she got a bigger beard than fucking Barry Gibb. Look at the state of it.
Oh my God. Are they all from the same country? Where's ABBA and where's the Bee Gees from?
Bee Gees, I think, are British, but
What the fuck?
I think they're British, and I think they're British, and they stick an American accent on because they're out for the dollar. Bigger country, bigger dollar, so they give it all that. And I think ABBA Swedish? Yeah. Swedish. Yeah?
Thought so.
IKEA. Up for building a table.
See, no, I fucking
Up for putting a bookcase together.
I love the Swedish, by the way, right? We've had a good time in Sweden.
I love them too, bro. Meatballs, cold weather, yeah, bookshelves, all that. I'm sure they do more than that. Blondie, Australia. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe they're Australian, even though the facts are on the internet. Look at me, not believing it. Like
it's a fucking case for Black Mirror.
Yeah, it is. Look. All I'm saying, ABBA, Nightmare Fuel. Bee Gees, fake voices, made lots of money, whatever. So that was springing off the music thing. There's a going off the AI thing. You might not care about this or whatever, but I grew up watching stuff like The Simpsons, and The Simpsons is like a staple in a humorous animated series for me. It's amazing. The quality of jokes is class, and the characters are great. The world is built awesome. And one of the cast have just quit after God knows how many years, 35 years.
Which one?
It was her name is it was the woman that voiced over the character Milhouse. And
left or died?
No, left, bro.
Didn't one of them die recently?
And
as
it was Pamela Hayden. I don't know, people died, don't they? Voice of Milhouse leaves The Simpsons and retires to pursue other creative outlets. So do you know when you say that? She's retired The Simpsons to pursue other creative outlets. Why? We're going to chime in. Like,
do you think it's like leaving Coronation Street to go to EastEnders?
Yeah, but I'd say that's a good turn. Like the depression that the beginning of Coronation Street brings with those chimneys in the fucking broken trumpet. Oh man, I punched myself in the face listening to that. But EastEnders, the drum fill intro, she fucking doof, 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 doof. I'm more into that. And we've had this before. Slap downs, all out at the beginning, or DV at the bottom of the stairs. We're not going to go to a nice Christmas because they got a Christmas episode coming up as well.
Yep.
So they're going to do all that. But what I was going to say was off the back of Millhouse and stuff, do you think like studios and stuff are going to stop caring after a while? Do you think they're just being courteous and being like, yeah, give them a gold watch, fire the AI up? Do you know what I mean? Fire the AI up. We got enough samples of her voice over 35 years to just keep Millhouse going forever.
Now I get it. Yeah, she can retire and go, well, I don't need to do this anymore because AI can do it, and I'll just sign the rights over to my voice so you can just keep making that noise.
Pay me a residual. Yeah, just pay me a check every month.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to pursue other creative avenues. Yeah.
Well, unless she's just the voice and she's not even like creating like the dialogue and shit, yeah?
She's in the house but frigging herself off watching Target with 2 bottles of Blossom Hill, do you know what I mean? Just fucking, do you know what I'm saying? Watching the fucking omnibus. I used to voice over Millhouse. Blossom Hill, hanging, bro.
Fucking Blossom Hill.
Hanging. Like,
I was laughing at the Blossom Hill part.
Hanging. Yeah, not me.
That name is just, get it out of my fucking head.
It's savage, innit? Well, anyway, like, AI actors are going to take over the industry in there, I think, especially when they're established and they got all the voices. They did it in South Park, didn't it, to Chef, but it was pre-AI. So what they did to him, because I think they parted on bad terms, Isaac Hayes, my memory's hazy with it, left the show for some circumstance or reason or other, or whatever, and South Park, which they're like eternal jokers, like there's no joke that they won't touch, bro. They go, and I love them for that. He was like, you dare put me in a show again or whatever, I'll come down the fucking stairs and nut you. Like, I'll lay the head on you, son. So they were like, all right, cool.
Who did now?
Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
Kind of like stamping his feet, toys out the pram.
The singer Isaac Hayes.
The singer Isaac Hayes was doing a voice in South Park. He was the chef in South Park.
Of course he was. Fuck
so
me.
he left the show, threw his toys at the pram. It could have been justified. I could be completely wrong here, so don't shoot me. I'm just saying, from my understanding, threw his toys at the pram, left the show, kicked off in the office. You see, you two, you do anything with my fucking voice now, yeah? I'm out here. You can't do nothing without me. I'll lay the edge on you. If I got to come back in the morning, you're having it. Give him all that. They were like, right, that's threatening. Let's have a laugh. They took loads of his voice clippings from all the other episodes and made a new episode with him in to kill him off or get rid of him. And they did that. And
they clipped his voice from loads of fucking...
They clipped his voice off loads of episodes and put it in as another joke. And it was funny as fuck, like, because Isaac Hayes would have hated it. South Park and the fans fucking loved it.
But it's a joke, isn't it?
It's a joke, bro.
So it's game on, isn't it?
I think that. A joke is a joke is a joke. And I don't think there's any bounds to jokes because it's a creative platform.
The whole fucking thing's a joke.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke, bro. So, like...
It's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Coming off the back of AI, I read the other day, Daisy, have you heard about this, is an AI grandma that's been developed by O2. Yeah?
Spammers.
It's been developed by O2 to waste the phone scammers' time. So phone scammers that ring people or whatever, like they call in through or whatever, they recognize the numbers, they get marked, and then they get put through to this AI scammer, to this AI Daisy or whatever.
Love it.
And she's just sending them around the houses for hours. They're like, can you give me a credit card number? She's like, hang on, love. Let me just look in my shoebox. And they like, no, get your card now. Like, bitch.
It's full jerky boys to the fucking spammers, isn't it?
Great, man. So well done, O2, for doing that. Yeah. And these are a couple of things I read now, a little bit of factoids. I like these. Even if the viewers don't like them, I like feeding them to you to see what you're thinking. Gemini Genetics, you can probably tell what's already coming here. Gemini Genetics are a company that can now clone your dog in the UK.
What?
So your dog can be cloned.
No chance.
Right? So you can...
No way.
Right?
Fucking no chance.
So Gemini Genetics are out there and they're willing to clone your dog in the UK. It costs about 50k. So it costs about £50,000 to get your dog cloned. And it's still illegal to clone in the UK, technically. So they send DNA sample to America, basically, sort it out over there. And then, yeah, you get your dog. Is it ethical? That was my question for you.
Nah, because like it's just fucking weird, isn't it? Like if you don't want your dog to go, right? Like whatever. But it's like I think you should just be like breeding your dog, and there's like the dog's litter and
the family lineage goes on.
Exactly. You don't want to fucking just clone your dog and just keep him alive, and he's not the same dog because it's just fucking weird. Hang on, you're calling your dog the same name, and there's two different dogs, but it's got the same DNA.
So what we're trying to get to is like the ethical, like, is it the same soul? It's not going to be the same soul in the machine, is it?
Because like
you're going to have a living entity here, right?
Exactly.
And this thing, does it own the same memories? Is it got the same experience? Did it grow with you over the years? Is it going to show the same love? It could turn up like a nasty version. You look like my dog or whatever, and it's just fucking barking at you and that. Do you know what I mean? Just,
you're not this.
Don't want to be there. Like probably got an American accent because he's come from over there or whatever. And he's like, Rarf, rather than fucking normal woof. Like giving you a woofler. Like, do you know what I'm saying? We don't want that, do we? Like, so, but here's the other thing. The more that we are introduced with this kind of stuff, this behavior.
But it's indoctrinating yourself into the fucking
normalize
process,
you, right? Because loss is something that's natural, isn't it? Getting quite deep and serious here. And we've all lost somebody, and we've all lost, pets and stuff and family members. And we lose. We were talking about the seasons earlier. So every winter, everything resets, doesn't it? All the trees, everything sort of dies off. We accept that. Like everything hibernates. Everything's got a cycle, a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I think we should get used to the fact that things end.
Well, yeah, because like think of it like this: if you could just live forever, like when you're younger, it sounds like it sounds like that'd be great, but like, I don't know, man. That's fucking weird.
You went down it. Was it? What are you saying? It's like programming misery.
Well, like you're just alive forever, and it's like
because everything's gonna go around you. Unless everything's alive forever.
Well, put it this way, right? You know, when I'm at the skate park, right, and they're gonna go, it's 5 minutes left, lights, and there's lights out. Everyone's just going for it, right?
Yeah.
You just fucking.
There's a time and a place.
The session kicks off.
All the best.
It's coming to an end. Get in there, right? Now, if you're alive for fucking millennials, like just forever.
If a guy's in the skate park never says you've got to leave, then what?
Nah.
It's Groundhog Day. You're fucked. So it's the same. I mean, it's the same with that. Imagine not having, because do you think, I know this is quite deep here, but do you think that the memories become worthless? Because if you've got a dog that can just live on loop, number one, is you're selfish because you don't want to suffer the loss.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, are you living in an illusion because you're thinking, do you know what? I'm going to keep him alive. All right, it might not be the same soul, but I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to talk to that. I'm not even going to address that. I'm just going to pretend. So you're already lying to yourself because it's definitely not the same soul. Are we agreed on that? Yeah. I don't think it would be the same soul, would it? It's not the same. It's not the same juice in him, bro. Yep. Same DNA would be like a fake family member, wouldn't it? It'd be like breeding a dog that looks exactly the same as him, but is definitely not him.
Yeah.
It's like having an evil twin or whatever out of a test tube.
Yeah. Prolong the dog's life, fine, right?
Totally.
But
robot legs? Your dog has to have £100,000 worth of robotic legs on him, right? Are you having a mod? Are we modding the dog before cloning him to prolong his life? You said prolong his life.
Wait. You've got to fucking... Nah, because that dog's fucking got to take his natural course, haven't it? Like, you can prolong it in a certain way, but if you're going to start giving it a fucking exoskeleton, it's a fucking... It's just
this
a fucking...
This is what I'm trying to get. He's into it. His tail's going in there.
Brilliant. If he can speak to you and go, mate, give me those fucking exoskeleton legs.
He's into it. They've read his brain scans and he's up for it. Yeah, and he's taller now. He can go over the cabinets and turn the kettle on and that.
Yeah.
Like, read. Like, he's fucking stepping over the bed and that to go out the back.
Put some Crocs on him. He's a noisy bitch.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that if we're modding the dog versus cloning the dog, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm asking that question. If we had to, like, you're going to mod the dog or clone the dog. I'd mod the dog.
I'd mod the dog.
Mod the dog, bro. Dog mods.
If I was forced into two scenarios, it would be modding the dog.
We both agreed we're starting a company, Dog Mods. Dog Modders. That's what we're doing, right? Pimp my ride. Mod my dog. Dog Modders, in brackets or whatever, whichever one works. So we're Dog Modders. We both agreed on that. We're not cloning them. It's unethical and we're not having it, right? So Gemini genetics, you're fucking having it. Dog modders, on the other hand, we're coming. I was going to ask if it was like a case of, is this going to lead... It starts with modding your dog. It starts with cloning your pets, rather. The cloning thing. It's going to end up going to loved ones, isn't it? And I think that's where it's going to be dangerous. They don't do that yet. Not publicly. I bet any money, though, they've had a stab at that, haven't they?
Remember the Dolly the sheep, yeah?
Well, yeah, this is the 90s, bro.
I know. So, like, what have they been doing for, like, the last fucking 30 years?
Well, they've been cloning, haven't they? They've been doing it.
Ethically stopped it over here, but, like, have they been revving it still in China? They didn't ban it in China?
They've done it. There you go. Would you have a clone?
Give me a new body, yeah? But if I can keep my consciousness.
So you keep your memory, you keep your skill sets, you keep the stuff that you've learned.
Kind of like that film, the fucking... What was that film again?
Yeah, The Substance.
Kind of like The Substance. Oh, fuck that.
I couldn't work out.
Nah, not doing it. I've seen that film. Not going there. I ain't even fucking cloning myself. I'm not transporting your consciousness into another body. Oof.
It's mental. It's gonna bring up problems, isn't it? Because you are gonna have ego problems. You're gonna have adjustments and stuff, and it's mental, bro.
It's far, right? You know, even as far as when you see people bring, like, photos of their loved ones back to, like, you know, they... Oh, fuck it. And
they got them, haven't they? They got them talking and all Aaron.
I know. It's fucking, you know.
So what we're saying is the cycle of life is something to be appreciated and understood for all its beauty, pitfalls, pains.
Well, this could be hell. How the fuck... What do we know about this? Nothing.
We're going right the way in now. This is what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do we know about this?
So you were about to say this could be hell.
Well,
we could be experiencing on the Christmas special hell on earth. That's what you're saying. And when we're released from our body is when we actually get released from this hell. We don't know what's after it. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Well, it could be something really fucking worse, way beyond.
Christmas afterlife. What, do you reckon you get transported into a fucking, like, into what? Into a pigeon. Imagine it was instantaneous. There was no queue. There was no anything. You just went, you're in the hospital and you're like, I've had a good life. And then you're like, doot, doot, doot. As you close your eyes, your soul goes, and he just looks for something else. And there's a fucking yawning bird in Caroline Street in Cardiff. And he just goes, zins. And just goes straight into a fat pigeon, just ready to peck a fucking chewing gum off a fat woman's fucking handbag or whatever.
That's reincarnation though, isn't it?
Straight though. And then you're like, and you got all that, you're just like, oh my God, I'm in Cardiff.
That's the acid trip I was talking about.
Start flying about.
No
Gotta
chance.
survive in a cold. No voice. Sat in trees watching crows pick on you. Like, because they will. Crows are bullies. And they're going to be after the pigeons. Yeah. Cardiff pigeons, though, are going to be a lot different because they fucking juiced up. They got a lot more muscle mass on them than these Valleys ones. Valleys ones are slim and lean. Cardiff pigeons look like fucking... Have you seen the seagulls? Seagulls in Cardiff, bro. They look like fucking bodybuilders wearing fur jackets. I'm not into it. I don't want to be reincarnated or anything like that.
If reincarnation was legit, you would definitely be saying extendmylife.com.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is what we're trying to ask on the Christmas special is we're questioning morality, you and me, and we're trying to say, because what if it was the scary thing, I think, is the instantaneous, the no kiosk, no reception area. You pass, you leave the body, and you think, oh, thank God for that. I feel light as a feather. No kiosk. No woman being like, dung, 38, step up to the kiosk, please. Like, right, what were you doing? Right, you wank twice a day, every day of your life. You get 3 marks off for that. You get this. There's no, like, judgment call. And then you get based. There's a big list of stuff you've done. You punched a boy in the face and laughed at him when he cried. When you were 7 years old, we ain't having that. There's a red tick there for you, a red cross rather. And all this sort of whittles down to a graph that allows you the choices of your reincarnation. Here's your reincarnation list. You can be a tortoise with one leg. So not only are you slow, you're dragging with one leg. Yeah? You can be a crow with a wonky eye. They've got about 5 years. Yeah? On a beach. So it's a nice setting. But you got one eye. You're in mono. You're on camera one.
But if you're a crow, you've got a really good fucking memory, right? And you can talk.
Yeah, they can't they?
They can fucking talk.
I've seen a crow say hello on the internet.
Have you ever noticed this about birds? Look at a bird, apart from chickens. Any bird up on a lamppost or in a tree, call it. They don't want to fucking know. You can scream your head off. It ain't looking at you.
Ignoring you, bro.
You're like...
different world.
Screaming, shouting. They won't even look.
What you're saying is if you're screaming at a chicken, it'll pay attention to you.
Fuck, go chuck, chuck, and they're fucking over.
Chuck, chuck. Listen, when I was a
Seriously?
kid, I had a Black Widow slingshot with the arm, with the fucking balance weights on them and the arm brace to start from tipping over. And I used to fire pedigree chum dog biscuits at my next door neighbour's chickens through the thing.
You're feeding them?
No, firing the dog biscuits in the slingshot at their bodies. I take it all back. God, if you're listening, don't judge me when I'm passing and I need to come back and all that.
How old was you?
Too young to know any better.
There we go.
Yeah? Like, I know better now and I wouldn't touch a chicken, you know. I wouldn't eat the chicken. I wouldn't hurt a chicken. I'd smooth the chicken and say sorry to his ancestors for what I did in the past. But I used to sit on the garage steps and just be like, oh, whap, whap. But even then, when I was firing at the chickens, all right, I found it funny, but I knew it wasn't hurting them. I was firing at the softest part of the most bulky, fat part of their body, so they wouldn't feel it. Do you know what I mean? It's like slapping a fat man when he's sleeping on a beach. Just whack his belly once and run off. He's just going to be mildly annoyed. It doesn't really hurt him, does it? You're not giving him kidney failure or ever whacking his belly button. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking loaded. He got tons of fat on him. It's fine. He's going to leave an hand mark. So I was firing the dog biscuits at them and they were just going, bawk. I just like seeing them bawk, bawk, after the pedigree chum.
Loved it, didn't they?
So a bit of that. They never paid attention to me.
Chickens are fucking hard, man.
Coming off the back of that, KFC have announced for Christmas that they have made chicken flavoured lickable wrapping paper.
the fuck?
Yeah, Willy Wonka, chicken, KFC have announced this year that they've made lickable chicken flavored wrapping paper for your gifts. So you can unwrap the... Is this it?
What the fuck?
This is the wrapping paper.
No way.
What's that?
Where can you buy it from?
Don't know, where can you buy it from?
It'll probably be 20p tomorrow now.
Huey Lewis will let us know now. And here's something else while he's doing that. It costs $25 million a year to keep Jeff Bezos' $500 million luxury super yacht afloat. Just keeping it up on the water. $25 million a year, and it costs $500 million to make. But he makes that in 3 hours. So
3
it's fine.
hours?
He makes that in 3 hours. Yeah. So you can buy this stuff. You can buy this direct off the KFC
It's sold out.
website, and it's sold out.
Bullshit. It didn't even fucking sell it. It's like
They've done it for PR.
There we go.
They've done it for PR so they can sell a Christmas bucket. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Get out of here.
Like, we ain't having none of that. Shove it up your fucking ass. Listen, the super yacht is 417 foot. It's a 417-foot vessel, and it's the tallest sailing yacht in the world. Buy an house. Do you know what I'm saying? Feel the wind in your ear on a normal-sized speedboat, or buy an house. Or do you reckon he's like, all the money that he's made on Amazon is on that boat? Because that's why it's so big. And he's evading like the biggest tax law you've ever had because he's technically not on land. It's just all at the sea, and he's just fucking running around the boat with his dick out, naked, just punching lumps of money into the wall and being like, yeah. The biggest ego you could ever have. Jeff Bezos looks like an evil bad guy though, doesn't he? Proper, shaved, shiny, bald head.
Yeah.
If ever a supervillain on the world's tallest, most expensive yacht was to ever be a supervillain, it's him, innit? He's modding his dog. You got a modded dog on the yacht. You got about 5 of his clones walking around, and he wakes up in the morning and he goes like this on his money pillow, and he breathes all the air off the money. What's this? Look at that. That's a supervillain. He looks like Dr. Evil on Ozempic, bro.
He's born for it, isn't he?
Fucking right. You got a lazy eye like Tom York. He's doing it, bro.
What's that guy in Superman, the first one, like? And he's in that, like...
Lex Luthor.
There we go.
He's doing it, bro. Unbranded shirt. Cotillionaire shirt, that is. And do you know what he's doing? He's waking up in the morning. He's smelling his money like it's oxygen. And going... And then he's turning around to one of his clones, and he's just going like, Hathwaite, come here. And as he walks towards him, he goes, "Moo!" and it just knocks him out cold. He just punches him in the face, breaks his jaw. He can afford so many clones. Every day, he murders one of his clones in different ways. He's just hanging him upside down while the boat's sailing and then filling his fucking mouth full of water.
Is that murder?
Not if it's himself, and no one knows about it.
Killing your own clone, is that
Killing
murder?
your own clone. This is
But yeah, they
grey
don't...
area in the law.
Well, I don't know, because they...
If he does it off shore...
It's still murder, isn't it?
But is it murder when he's offshore and the laws don't apply? Because the laws are the laws of the land, aren't they?
Yeah, but he's still going to be in pain to his murder, isn't it? Like, if he was like a...
Well, the clone's going to be in pain. He's not. Because maybe he's got dumb clones. He's done them so they don't talk now. They're mute. So they just go, feed me. Like, they just want to get fed. And he don't feed them. He starved 3 of them in the corner, laughing at them and that. Like, eating pasties in their face. We're cutting that out. We're not starving clones on the show. Probably keep it in, though. Like, what's this, bro? Lex Luthor. We know he's evil. It's definitely him. Jeff Bezos is evil, and he shut down all the high street shops as well, haven't he? Because it's so easy to order on Amazon. I do it too. Are we supporting evil? Has he got clones? Who knows? He's definitely an evil genius. He's definitely in the control room of the world's biggest boat that cost the most money, earning £25 million a fucking every 3 minutes or whatever it is.
Fucking crazy.
Stroking a cat. He's stroking a cat, isn't he? Because all evil people stroke cats. Not dog people. You ain't having no. Dogs are lovable, aren't they? Cats are just furry snakes. Because they don't want to know you. You've got to have an agreement to having a cat, haven't you? You've got to have an agreement with the cat to know that I don't really want to maintain you or take you for walks or do anything. I'm quite lazy as a man. Yeah. So I got a cat. Yeah. You can look after yourself, can't you? I'll put a box of fucking stuff down. It's like drugs for you. You can just shit in it. I'll empty it once a week.
I love cats.
Look after it.
I love cats. I love fucking dogs. I like both of them. They're just...
Yeah, but they're very, very low maintenance cats, aren't they? Compared to a dog.
Yeah.
A dog, you've really got to be his friend. And if you're not friends, it's fucked. Like, it's all fucked when you're not friends. So, yeah. I'm a dog person. I don't hate cats.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for a walk with my cat on a fucking up the mountain, am I?
exactly on a
Right.
lead. No. All I'm saying is the cat doesn't respect you as much as you think it does.
I don't know if a cat even respects you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even
because
know.
It already knows that it's more intelligent than you.
I
It
know,
doesn't care about you, bro.
but
It just lives on your premises rent free and knows it. It's like,
Yeah, but
I'll do what I want.
Yeah, but I think that's the mystery about the cat. You just never know what's going on with it. But, you know.
I know. Because dogs are grateful. Lots of gratitude, lots of love. Cats don't care. They do what they want when they want. They go out in.
Murderers.
They're all murderers.
Murderers.
Furry snakes. They're all out all night like Top Cat, getting pissed up on bin lids, just drinking pints of milk and mewing. Mew, mew. Mewing in the moonlight.
Not the mewing.
Mewing in the Moonlight. It's a good album name. Mewing in the Moonlight. Anyway, we need to get on. So it was a Christmas time. I'm 10 years old, could be 11. I'm in junior school, so I'm 10 or 11 years old. My father is someone who absolutely lights up like a Christmas tree. You can see it in his eyes. You can see his soul ignite when something naughty is happening in his life. So he got to know a lot of different people through his trade, which was a car mechanic, whatever. I grew up learning how to shoot rifles and ride dirt bikes and but I was taught responsibly. He always taught me to watch your backdrop and taught me how to aim and do all this. So I had to do it very steadily and whatever. Learned with a gat gun, those little gat guns, right? Yeah, they're a bag of shit. They're just toys. Then a BB gun. I had it was either 600 loader, Daisy BB gun, American, cock action, bang, bang, bang. You could just do that. Metal ball bearings just to get them all. Anyway, fast forward. My dad would obviously get into different situations and wheelings and dealings with anything that had an engine or whatever with men that he met in the garage, from all different walks of life. From people who dealt in jewelry to cars, motorbikes, and things that are a bit deeper and darker or whatever. So anyway, one day, he had it there for a long time, up the attic. He brought out, up the back, he said, "Al, come with me." And I could see it in his eyes, right? I could see something was naughty in his eyes. I could see that little glint and he was lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
He couldn't wait to tell. He couldn't wait to show you.
Bro, he couldn't, right? He was like, "Come with me," right? And I could tell by the way he was speaking, he was like, look, this is very, very, very naughty. I could see, he didn't say that, but he was trying to say to me, right, you don't mention this doesn't go anywhere. The amount of trust he had in me was unbelievable. He was like, this doesn't go anywhere. And he basically was saying, you're the only person I can share this with, right? Otherwise, this is just going to be gone. Like,
how old was you about?
10 or 11. Up the back of my mum and dad's house, he's got a garage. He's built a garage, vehicles in there. You should work on them. And there's a back lane that joins all the other houses and a wall, right? So we're up in the back lane, perfect for running dogs, riding bikes, and shooting guns and pissing about. So we're up in the back lane against this very old Welsh stone wall. It's probably about fucking, what do you say that, like 2 or 3 foot thick, very thick wall, whatever. Anyway, he pulls out this thing, which I can only describe as like a dwarf's body bag. Maybe a tall dwarf. A tall dwarf's a normal sized man, isn't it? It's a normal sized man body bag. It looks like a little body bag rather than a gun bag. And he unzips it, puts it on the floor, flips it open, and there's all these like really posh looking rags.
Rags?
Rags, yeah, like cloth. Posh looking cloths. And something's wrapped in a cloth. So he unwraps it, and I look at it, and I feel my heart and my stomach change. You could just tell, because I'd been around guns and different stuff before and whatever, and shotguns, and because we're up in the mountains, farmland and all that. So he's like, he looks at it like that, and it almost does the Pulp Fiction thing. He looks at me and he's like, and I could see this fucking, he was like, ring, looked at me like that, and I was like, and my stomach went like being on a roller coaster. I was like, what the fuck? I looked at him, and he was like, now this we don't tell anyone about. I think he was holding it or minding it for someone. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. I could have made all this up. But he pulled it out. We looked at it like that. He said, no, this, Al, is very dangerous. Go and get them Perrier bottles down by there. Perrier bottles are glass mineral water bottles. Like 1 litre Perrier bottles. Teardrop.
Yeah.
Green glass. I put them all up against the wall. Different levels. He wasn't ready for what was going to happen. Let alone me. I'm a child. He wasn't ready, bro, because he'd never done this. So and he was just itching. He must have been holding it and been like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Pulled it out. What did he have, bro? He put it up like that, loaded it, sorted it. It was an American M16. He had an M16 in his hand.
Your dad did?
Bro, he had an M16 on the grass in the middle of the valleys, right?
Up by there?
Yeah. Right? So I'm looking, don't even know what it is, whatever. I can just feel the fucking danger. It's a fucking death cannon. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he goes like this, does it? He's shitting, he's like a child, bro. He's awake like a kid, like a naughty kid. So he does this now. He does it, he sorts it. I think it's semi-auto. So he fires, he does like this, lines it up, puts a bottle of liquor right out of the way. I'm behind him. He's like, you behind me? He fires it, bro. And the feeling the shot through me was, I'd never experienced anything like that. Well, I'm 10. Fuck me, I'm 10, 11. Like, I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. I felt the fucking sound.
What the fuck?
I felt the sound come out of the gun. Like, you feel goof.
Yeah.
Like, it was mental. He started firing. As fast as he could click the fucking trigger is as fast as it would fire. Because it's not full. He wasn't. It was tat 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 tat.
Semi-automatic.
She's semi, bro. So she's semi-auto. He's firing it, and I'm watching. My eyes are like that, like my fucking hands are cold, and I'm watching the whatever's coming out of the end of it, which is bullets going through the water bottles, glass, hitting the wall and taking lumps out of the wall before. I always got this memory, bro. Before the glass even shatters and hits the floor. So before the glass could even have time to be like, I'm broken, and just fall, the lumps were coming out of the wall. He was taking lumps out of the brick, and I was like, and I could feel myself just like real fear, like proper.
He didn't take you off up the mountain. He took you up the back of the fucking lane.
Yeah.
With an
M16.
With an M16.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck?
Wild, bro. He's fucking wild, right? And I'm glad for every single day that I had with all this experience. It made me who I am today, which is questionable, I suppose, when it comes to.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, 10-year-old with an M16 at the back of the street in Wales.
Salamin. That's all I got to say. Because it was fucking. I was scared at the time.
Yeah, but you don't know, do you? You're just like, there's a machine gun.
It's a machine gun, bro.
You don't look at it like, this is going to get me in trouble. You just like, look at it and it's like...
No, it's an experience. And he's responsible enough to be like a responsible idiot.
Well, he's your dad, isn't he? He's the law in your eyes.
Totally,
That's
bro.
it.
And he had it locked. Do you know what I mean? I was always stood behind him, just witnessing these Perrier bottles hit the floor. It wasn't about smashing the bottles. Bro, it was taking gouges out of the wall.
Yeah, it's blowing the wall up.
Blowing the wall to bits, bro. Like, and I was like, he didn't fire a lot. He fired a bunch because the sound was so loud that it was echoing around the mountains. Like, you fire a shotgun around here, you know someone's fired a shotgun. One of them, bro, it was mad. The sound was mad.
Well, yeah, because it's a semi-automatic and this is like repetitively going like that.
Totally, bro. It's loud. We don't have those over here. So whatever was happening. And anyway, however he got all of that, it was mental. So then I had like one go.
You had a go of it?
Yeah, well, he gripped it and was like... Well, first of all, let me say this. First of all, after the first few that he did, he put it down like that and went... like, you know, rushing, bro. He was rushing, bro. He looked at me and went... Whoo! Woo! Like, he was... Woo!
Yeah, he was like
he was pumped, bro. And he was like, what do you think of that? And I was like, Dad. Like, I was like, Dad, put it away. like, this is fucking... I can feel it. And I'm young. I'm like, this is fucking rude. Something's going on here. Like, the spirits are telling me, yeah, this is fucking mad. So he was like, come on. He was like, have a go at that. And I was knowing him. In my eyes, I was knowing him. And then I was like, I'm going to trust him because he's my dad. So he gripped it, held it, showed me, and he was like, put your shoulder against it. And he kind of did it with me, if you know what I mean, because he wasn't giving a baby a gun. I was very well experienced, by the way.
He cutsed you up.
Yeah, I was, because of the kickback.
Give you a cutch, got you on the gun.
He made sure, because he didn't want me to go like, douche, panic, throttle syndrome, they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a 10-year-old kid. Your dad's not. Who's giving a fucking 10-year-old a semi-automatic machine gun up the fucking koika?
It wasn't like that, yeah. But that sounds gnarly. It was a responsible adult supervised.
Wait. Responsible adult result. Like, what was it? A fucking gun range up the back with like some sort of like.
Technically, the Perrier bottles and the back wall. Yeah, It was good. It was a gun range. It was bootleg.
Bro, you've gone from fucking slingshot with fucking dog biscuits to fucking semi-automatic machine guns up the Kuiper.
Yeah, not immediately though. I was trained enough. I was responsible enough anyway, and it wasn't on my own. We did it. I fired 1 or 2 shots.
Turned up in a camo top, you know.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ghillie suit. I'm crawling on my guts. Do you know what I mean? Going through it all. Like, back to the other one, innit? Do you know what I mean? I got leaves and cat shit on my face. It's all happening. I fire a couple off, right? The fucking rush, the feeling is mental. So I'm overwhelmed by the feeling and kind of scared. So I'm like, okay, and I'm not afraid to admit that. It's fucking gnarly, bro. Like, it's fucking gnarly.
Did you
For us in UK especially, it's gnarly, bro.
Well, it's prison, isn't there?
Well, I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking like in our culture of where we are in the UK, we don't experience that. In America, they might, but like, yeah, we don't fucking know about that, bro. We got air rifles. We got 177s and 22s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we can have gas guns. Like when you can soup gas guns up and do all that. Was into all that. Rapid 7, knew all about the gas. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even at 10, 11, 12, into them, on them, knew. Yeah, that, another level. So I just wanted to share that because it was around the Christmas time and it was a good Christmas memory. Yeah, like allegedly firing an M16 at the back of my mum and dad's house and all that. Good laugh. Needless to say, that was gone. Like, he realised that this ain't a thing you can have fun with. It's a fucking damage machine. So he wrapped it, packed it, and it went, bro. Like, it wasn't something that he owned. It was something I think he was gripping or holding, and it just fucking went on the river. That was gone as quick as it came. Like, I never saw that again.
Was it... Right, listen, because let's just have a mic check, right? Was it an M16, like, replica in like over like a shell over like some other gun inside it? Because like that's fucking like an M16 in way. I mean, listen, I'm a fucking. What do I know?
What do I know?
Look, because I know
I'm 10.
I've done like I did a gig to raise money for this family because they had the house taken off them. They got stripped of all their assets. The guy went to prison because he had like fucking guns and hand grenades in his house, and they found him. Right? Yeah.
Where's this?
Up here somewhere.
Right. So it's not uncommon.
No, I know it's not uncommon, and it's not bullshit either, because that shit happens. But like, you know, these are naughty men, right?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Grew up around naughty men everywhere, and in the valleys they tuck. Do you know what I mean? They're not loud and proud. These people don't wear chains, like they don't wear it outside.
I know, because there's like people with fucking fucking eagles in a gun, like illegal fucking tigers and shit.
They're doing it, bro.
I know. So like, this gun isn't like going to a fucking post office job, is it? It's for like...
No.
For someone's fucking collection.
This is what I'm saying. How it came about. Because, like I said, my dad, wheeling and dealing and all that, I don't think it was something that he owned. Or even if it was, I think they might have gone, look, try it out.
Your dad was
because he was into guns. We had it all. We had a weapons corner.
Yeah.
There was a corner in the house that was the weapons corner. And it was an old house that was cut out like an alcove. It was cut out and filled in, lovely. Carpeted nice, like copper, nice metal. Yeah, nice lamp in there and stuff. Classy weapons corner. Crossbows. Yeah. Guns, bits and bobs, but it was all sort of collections of stuff that could be used, but that wasn't really used, allegedly.
No, I know, but like in that context, for a gun collection, like...
Totally. So I think, again, I think that like it came through, it came through the fucking, the wheeling and dealings, and it was like, do you want this? Oh, don't know. Might be too hot for me. And then he's like, well, hold on to it. See what you think. Let me know, because it's a lot of dollar or whatever, I'm assuming, because a lot of that was going on. Like, my dad would have a bike for 5 minutes and he would go and this, that, and the things would come and go, try it out, man. So I think that happened. The trial period happened, and he was like, this is too much. Fuck that off.
Your dad was going to have the gun for his own collection.
There's no reason to have this. So I think he tried it before he buyed it, and it fucking went. So it was, just saying, nice Christmas memory, Christmas special. Like, I've had that. I got that story in the pocket, so we're in.
Fucking hell.
I don't want to overplay it too much because it's all allegedly and it might not have happened. So yeah, another quick story. But when I was 10, same era, junior school. It was one of the funniest things. Do you know, you have a memory of a time where you can't believe you laughed that hard? Sometimes I laugh so hard in my life that the memory stays with me. And I reminisce on how hard I laughed. Well, me and 3 of my friends at the time when we were in junior school were walking up a place called Farm Road, which is just on the way up the year, right? And there was horses in the field. I'll cut to this quick. Boys pissing about. We're 10. Same era. 10, 11 years old, right? Still in junior school. And boys are boys. So the same thing with the chickens. Like, this horse is ready to mount the other horse. There's 2 horses. And one of us noticed that the horse has got a massive horse dong ready to rock. He's ready to rock and roll, bro. So he's trying to mount the other horse. And he's trying to jump on the back of the other horse. And here he comes swinging an arm holding an apple or whatever. Like, so we're all laughing at this horse with a big dick or whatever. And one of the boys was like, just spare of the moment ideas. Starts picking up stones. Starts throwing stones at the horse.
At his dick.
Right? None of us said that, but we all got the memo. We all got the memo with like, let's try and hit the dick. Yeah. So we were all throwing like small stones. It sounds awful now. Everyone missing like fuck. And do you know when you
hang on a minute. A horse walks past with his dick swinging and you all start picking stones up trying to hit it.
We are walking past and the horses are in a field, like, and we noticed that one horse is trying to mount the other one. The horse got a big fucking rod on, and one of the boys is like, I'm going to pick this rock up, starts doing it. We're not throwing bricks, they're stones. They're like big, like fat chip-ins or whatever, throwing it like that, right? So we all start throwing, we're laughing, we're chuckling, we're doing it. Throw. Everyone's missing, it's ages away. And then you get that one moment where like everything freezes in time and space, and we all look. It wasn't me. I'm not going to take the claim for it because it was too good. One of my friends, when that getting through, as we looked at his wrist, it was just that moment and just went, roof. Do you know what I mean? Cue the Olympic music. Doon, 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 doon. Ka, 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 doon, doon, doon. It went like, I'm not joking. It hit the end of the horse's dick. And it was the funniest thing I ever seen because the horse's dick went bang with a reload. But as he swung, bro, from the hit, right, he went round and retracted.
Of course he fucking did. You hit it against you chucked a brick at it.
It wasn't a brick, it was a small stone. So every swing of the fucking dick was a retract inch. I mean, it was like up, till it was all gone. And it was the funniest thing. I'm not laughing now, but then 4 10-year-old boys, it was a Stand By Me moment. You ever seen that film?
If I was a fucking 10-year-old kid, yeah, I would have fucking keeled over.
We were on a journey that summer, like Stand By Me, and we didn't go and see a dead body or whatever, and Kiefer Sutherland didn't bully us, yeah? We threw a rock at a horse's dick, and it retracted back into his stomach, and it was the funniest thing we ever saw in our lives.
Fucking hell.
So that's the Welsh Stand By Me for you. Just want to share that on the Christmas special.
Fuck, I must have had a sheltered fucking childhood.
Well, what's one of the funniest things you can remember? Like, something that makes you laugh is what I'm saying. That was a memory that I
can't, dude. Like, you asked me to memorize. You know, I always think that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not even going there. Like, I haven't got an M16 story, and I haven't got a fucking dick swinging horse story either.
Oh, you've got stories, bro. Like,
yeah, but I'm old enough to know better, aren't I?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You're old enough to fucking not tell him. You know better. You know he knows good enough not to say them, doesn't he? That's my problem. I'm fucking stupid enough to say things that allegedly happened.
No, but when you tell me a funny story about like that, I'm gonna you know there's yours is yin and mine's yang. I got a story when I was a kid, right? And I wasn't like the most I've ever laughed. It was the most I've ever fucking been scared.
Great, let's have it.
Do you know what I mean? Well, it's not even a fucking story. It ain't even a story.
So start the story off and then completely reverse out to the car park.
So what? I'll try and stick to it because there's no punchline to it.
We don't need a punchline.
Right, where I lived in Pontypool, right on the main road on Osborne Road, there was like a toy shop. They had bikes in it, races. They had all these toys. It had everything in it. It had fucking little fucking planes and shit.
Love those shops.
I must have been about. No, I wasn't even that young. I must have been about.
This last year.
10.
Right. Yeah.
Well, 10. Yeah, because I wasn't in comp. Right.
Right. Yeah. That's junior school.
Yeah. I basically. That shop, right, was on the high street. And then, so we used to hang around down Riverside, around the back by the park.
Yeah.
Which is kind of on the back of the shops.
Right.
As kids, you go off exploring. So that at the back of the shops, there was this like boarded up fucking windows.
Yeah.
So I don't know who pulled it, but like one of the boys was like fucking around and he pulls the
board off.
Pulls the shuttering ply off. Not even giving it one thought to like what was upstairs. It was the fucking toy shop. Yeah. right?
Willy Wonka, bro.
So we went in and we was climbing through the window, and I was like, oh my God, there's those fucking like, remember those like aeroplanes made of like polystyrene?
Polystyrene. You just
Spitfires and
two
shit.
parts. You just slip them together and put the nose on.
Yeah, there was like fucking tons of them. It was like, oh fuck, the shop's upstairs. We're in the fucking shop.
Yeah.
Listen, downstairs, it was all like dusty and shit. It was like
Crack pipes.
It was just like a knackered old building. It looked like a dilapidated building.
Yeah.
I found a box of parts and my bike was broken. So I thought, oh, I'll get some bits to fix my bike.
I'll steal them.
I'll get some bits to fix my bike.
Yeah.
Went back to my house, fixing my bike. And I just see all the boys going, wham, fucking flying past, white as fuck. They'd been in there. They got in there, right? The guy whose shop it was found out that the boys were in there, hammered the fucking shutter in play, hammered it shut, and then came in through the front door, right?
No, he trapped them in there.
Trapped him in there. Knew all the boys. I don't know what happened, but they managed to get away from him, and they just come running up the street. And I'm like, what's going on? They were like, fucking, we've been caught. The police are coming.
But you got away with the parts.
I got completely away with it. But I remember being in bed as like a fucking 10-year-old kid, like,
Guilt.
Police are coming. You're going to fucking, I didn't even know. I was a good kid. I didn't do anything. I was just a normal fucking good kid.
We're breaking the shell now, though. That was a turning point.
Yeah, that was the one story that I was like literally terrified that my mum was going to find out that I'd broken into the toy shop she bought me a grifter from. And I'd like, you know, as part of this like fucking gang of kids that were like robbing shops, which it wasn't the case.
No, it wasn't. They left it open and all that. Like, I see the circumstances allowed.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't rob the bank. Do you know what I mean? A robber robbed in, dropped the tenner on the way out. I just picked the tenner up. Like, do you know what I mean? Stole the money already. I get it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Like, it's only $1,000.
I remember I found this dagger once in the floor and it felt like I found treasure.
Perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Goonies.
I was at up the railway line, right? And I was like, what's that with it? It was like, it looked like a handle or something.
Forbidden treasure.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, I just went across. It went, swing. I went, what the fuck? It was a fucking big knife, all gilded and fucking engraving shit and stuff on it.
What we're saying, Bowie knife? Or
Like
more like a hunter knife?
Just like a fucking big fucking knife with all gilding stuff on it.
Nice.
I'm like, picked it up.
Could have actually been treasure.
I went, like, what the fuck? And the boys that were with me ran across and were like all on the knife trying to grab it off. Well, not grab it off me, but they all wanted to see what it was.
So guess like I don't know when they're kids. I found that. And you'd be like, bro, clearly I got it in my hand. I found it. What are you lying for?
Yeah, so I found this.
In fact, get back.
So it turned into, I won the knife. Everyone wanted a fucking knife.
I just called it, bro. This
is what we did. We just basically couldn't decide who's going to have the knife because I thought it was mine, right? But I didn't want
definitely yours. You found it.
And I didn't want to take the knife home because I didn't want to think, what are you doing with a fucking big ass knife?
Got to hide the knife and share it.
So we all agreed that no one could have the knife. So we went across the river by the waterfalls and threw it in.
Now that's a fucking wrap up. I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice because that's a good.
But I was like, fuck, I found the knife. I should have had the knife.
It's a good compromise. So what I would have done is gone like, you're right, guys, let's get rid of it. Fake throw, drop the behind my back, kick it in the stingies then behind me, come back, nightfall. Crickets and that. That's not a cricket.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dog with a muted bark. Like, go across into the stingies, pick it back up, wrap it in a nice fucking, do you know what I mean? Yellow cloth, take it home, man, under the pillow.
Yeah.
But then, you know.
So that wasn't, the last one wasn't like the most, like, it wasn't funny,
like
but it was like a moment of like finding treasure as a kid.
Great treasure. Couldn't decide who wanted it. The morality turn is, you know what?
Stand by me.
Stand by me. We were doing it. Same era, 10. Throw it into the fucking waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Forever free. Throw it straight through. Someone's secret cave. Slice their ear off and then they're making a rollie. That's it now. And you wonder where Deaf Jeff come from. The guy who's always hanging around the bus station. Used to be a scientist. Can't hear none of the equations now because he had his ear cut off in a freak accident when a knife come flying through. So that's it. His career's down the pan. I got something to say, right? There's a woman in the UK. Her name is Annie Tiffany. You ever heard about this? Annie Tiffany recently? It's not recently. Recently sort of coming out about it and saying it or whatever. She was born with 2 fannies. Yeah? Take a minute to digest.
I'm trying to.
2 fannies. So everyone called her Annie 2 fannies. This isn't a like this isn't a tale. This is for real. Like, because she's out and all that. And she's got OnlyFans and all that and all that and all that, bro. She's doing it all, bro. She's making money off it now and she's fucking living it.
Annie got two fannies.
Annie Two Fannies is on OnlyFans giving it. Yeah? Giving it fucking double cup.
Get out of here.
Listen, no, this is the story.
Get out of here.
This is the story. I'm telling you now, you can look all this up. Her name's Annie Tiffany, right? She's born with two fannies. Known online as Annie Two Fannies, yeah? Born with two vaginas. Right. What are we saying? Double dipper. Multi-minge.
Well, I'm just thinking she needs to find a partner with two dicks.
Perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah? Double dick Daniel. Yeah? Donny twin schlongy. Like, multi-minge. Twin gap.
Multi-minge.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Twin gap. Figure of 8. No, stop. Look.
It is though, isn't it?
It's like a bowling ball, isn't it? Like a bowling ball box. Bowling ball box. 3 holes in a bowling ball, do you know what I mean? Upside down. Bonk.
What's she doing on OnlyFans? What's she doing?
One up the shit pipe. Listen, it'd be easy to hide a Twix in the cinema though, wouldn't it? Because you know how to take your own stuff in. You could just Twix hidden in the cinema. As soon as the trailers, pop it out. Like, that's all I'm saying. She could probably, definitely smuggle double the amount of fucking amber leaf through the airport, couldn't you? That's 100 grams.
Annie Two Fannies.
Annie Two Fannies. Right?
So I gotta listen to ABBA and the Bee Gees and that when I go home.
Annie Two Fannies. So the seriousness is Annie has uterus, I could be pronouncing this wrong, didelphus or didelphus, it means that she has 2 uteruses, 2 cervixes, and even 2 vaginas. The condition, in all seriousness, the condition affects just 0.3 of the population and means that she could technically carry 2 babies by 2 different fathers side by side.
What the fuck?
Yeah? So, what are you saying? Like
a dog having multiple...
She shagged 4 men, have 2 sets of twins?
She had a litter of twins. A litter of fucking kids.
Yeah. Shagged 4 different men, 2 sets of twins, and then fight them against each other on a cop on the living room, do you know what I mean? Red against blue. They're a fight for the Christmas presents. That's right.
It's so far I can't even compute what's going on now.
Right.
My brain's all
She got 2 fannies, 2 cervixes, 2 uteruses.
I'm there, but you started adding loads of shit.
Yeah, I was jamming. It was a jam. I'm sorry. I was talking about 4 guys shagging her and her having 2 sets of twins. Like, that's mad. While Annie from Surrey is now proud of her unusual intimate area and even makes money from it in an adult content site, OnlyFans, where she boasts 137,000 subscribers. So 137,000 people are up for paying her money to see what's happening.
Well, perfect.
On the double dipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I
don't be ashamed of it, innit? Get it out.
Yeah, I was going to say, weirdly, I don't even... That don't faze me that she's got 2 fannies.
You're born with 2 dicks. You getting them out or what?
Yeah.
Fucking right. Get them out.
It's a gift.
2 dicks, 4 balls, or 2 dicks, 1 ball? What are you going for? You got 2 choices. 2 dicks, 4 balls, 2 dicks, 1 ball. What are you having? Because 2 dicks, 1 ball is mad, isn't it? 2 dicks, 4 balls is mad, though. I've never had to think of that image.
No, I don't. Like, it's too much to hang around, like.
There is, isn't it? It's a lot of pants. Is it fucking 2 dicks stacked on top of each other, or are they side by side? So there's stereo. Stereo Charles Dickens.
All depends what you want to do with those dicks.
Well, you're going to try them both out, you know. You pissing out to both of them? That's what's mad.
But you got 2 blood. I don't fucking...
You could argue with yourself, couldn't you? And be like, see, you on the right. I ain't bothering you for a week. And then only jerk off the left one, do you know what I mean? Or you could weigh one out and be like, I've hammered that. Like, the bank holiday weekend, I've hammered that one, so I got to fucking rest now. Like a strained muscle. I need a day off. I prefer the right. What if one dick's bigger than the other? That's the worst, isn't it? Because his favoritism then, the other one's going to end up shortening himself, feeling all left out. Never mind that, right? She says she actually is double horny and has a very active sex drive. So here's some quotes from her. So now when I have a period, I have to double dip my tampons to see which side's actually bleeding. That's horrific, bro.
Get out of here.
I didn't want that quote. I didn't know that quote was on there.
Where'd you get this
Look,
from?
I didn't fucking... This is real. You can look her up on the internet. She's doing podcasts and all that. She's out and about. I didn't know that quote was in it, though.
Oh, so this is real, though.
It's real, bro.
And she's making money off it.
Yeah, she's making dollar off it. So hats off to her. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even know about the tampons and all that, though, love. You ain't double dipping to find out which one's going on, which month. Hang on. 1 month off, 1 month on. That's mental. She could permanently be... Jesus Christ.
Trouble.
Look, I don't have two vulvas, so from the outside, I don't look any different. Right. So, do you get what that is? So from the outside, everything looks straight up.
Yeah.
But on the inside, it's a fucking mystery box. It's a fork in the road, left or right.
It's a fork in the road.
You can go anywhere, do you know what I mean? It's a fucking mystery. It's one faceplate with two engines. That's what's happening, isn't it? That's what I'm picturing. It's just... Oh, man. This podcast... I'm so sorry. Guys, do you know what I'm saying?
You're not making it up. It's on the internet.
No, it's real. This is, one faceplate, two engines then. Now it's on the internet. I said that. Well, allegedly. She's quoted, these are quotes of hers. I had one man throw my legs up in the air so he could get a better look. He said he wanted to try both of them. It was wild. She announced this year she has 2 boyfriends, one for each love pocket. That's greedy, innit? She got 2 boyfriends now, because that's not very nice. It was very common that when I would start seeing someone, they would like to claim a vagina. Mental.
What?
She's bothering with mental. So she starts seeing a man, and the man would be like, I claim the left. Right? This is quotes of hers. You're not having a bar of this, you bro. You're not having a bar of it. This is what she said. I thought, well, if you're claiming one, that means the other one's open to be occupied by another man. So she's kind of announcing as well that she's a humongous slag. That she's just like, on top of that, I'm up for fucking dishing it out.
She's making money from it, that she's happy she can do what she wants.
Look, I'm not calling her a slag. I'm just saying that this sounds like she thought, she's quoted here, if one man's claiming one, it means the other one's free to just do what I want with. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I drive an Audi, but I will get a taxi to the co-op.
If she had 2 different fucking heads, it'd be different. If she had 2 brains, if she was like, you know what I'm trying to say, like a Siamese.
Well, yeah, one of them's gonna be into yogurt, the other one's gonna be like eating a yogurt Muller fruit corner at one time, the other one's having a polony. Like from the fridge. Is that what you're trying to say? Two brains. 2 brains then on. 2 fannies, do what you want. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying you got one consciousness having 2 different, like, but like if you had like 2 heads and 2 fannies, it's 2 different people, isn't it?
Right, got you.
Yeah.
It's one person, 2 fannies.
Yeah.
So is she greedy for having 2 boyfriends? Is it all right for me to have 2 girlfriends if I got 2 dicks?
Do we want?
I love that. Do we want?
Fucking crack on. I don't give a fuck. Like,
live the dream.
Enjoy your life.
You're right, mate. Do what you want, Anne. Another quote. I was seeing someone and he was like, I want your left one. And so I decided I was going to go and find an owner for the right one. Weird. Instead of having 2 boyfriends, she should find a man with 2 dicks. That was my resolution. My resolve was...
That's what I said right at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. We're on the same page. Yin and yang. Yeah? Avit Podcast. My resolve was the same. I'm glad you got there before me. I went around the houses, but you're 100% right.
You took me through some fucking took me around the houses, but you took me through the trenches. Fuck me.
The twin box trenches. Listen, like what I'm saying is, well, you've said it. You should find a boyfriend with 2 dicks, right? And then you 2 can live happily ever after. Yeah? Goldilocks' cottage. You can have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on VHS playing in the background, and it could just be doing it. Double dicking, twin minge.
Does she have like a double strong orgasm? Because if she got like 2 reproductive...
She said she's twice as horny. She said
that makes sense then, doesn't it?
She's super horny or whatever, do you know what I mean? But you could have...
Well,
I'm just wondering if they could have like 4 kids at once. 2 sets of twins. Do you know what I mean? Darren and Sharon and Di and Diane. Just fight them in the living room, do you know what I mean? Make them fight each other in the yard for Sunday dinner.
Is she in the UK?
Yes, in the UK, Surrey-based. Do you think she could carry an horseshoe?
Where?
We know where. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I was just asking.
You know, we definitely know where. It's the only reason we're talking about that. Do you reckon she could carry an horseshoe? It's good luck, innit? Never mind that. That's a bad question. Like, Annie is a corn star, saying that because you can't put the other word on you, and says most men don't even notice. Pfft, fucking hell. Do you think she gets paid double? Or is it just...
Well, triple some days.
It's going to be triple, innit? Yeah. Because it's one in the cutter. One straight up the cutter, innit? It's fucking mad. So she said, initially, I missed a trick by not telling people about my 2 vaginas. It was actually one of my friends who told me that I needed to market it. Yeah? So one of her friends decided to throw her under the bus. That's what's happened there. But she's not seen it as being thrown under the bus because she's making $1 off it. So she ain't beeping nothing up in the co-op on the till. She's out and about now, slinging it around for cash. So for the past 3 years, I've been Annie with 2 fannies. I've been the Annie, the 2 fanny... Annie, the 2 pussy princess, is what she said. And my page has just blown up from there. To say my 2 vaginas bought me a car is kind of cool. So the fanny so far has got her a car off the back of that. So she's driving it around in a car. She's driving a pair of them around in a car. What if it's a micro though? Like a knackered micro?
What, carrying...
These 2 fannies round and the woman. She says, it's allowed me to realise that I am different, but in such a cool way. I mean, it is cool, isn't it? Everything's cool when you look at it like that. Without OnlyFans, I don't think I would have understood my condition as well as I do. So, all right, fair play. It's helped her fold out her condition and not be embarrassed by it, but understand it more because the world of perverts that are willing to pay for stuff have become more accepting because they're up for it. So that she's like, oh, if you're up for it, I'm up for it. And that's okay, innit? It's just...
Well, she feels like whatever. She's just a fucking human being with 2 fannies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it, yeah.
So like, yeah. I'm trying to not fucking say too much, to be honest. Fucking hell.
Look, I've got a lot more on it, right? She gets weird requests all the time, she says. One time I sold a bottle of my bathwater to a man for $1,000 and another guy wanted to buy my toenails for £500 just for the novelty of saying it came from the woman with 2 fannies. So he's willing to pay 500 quid for some toenails because he's like, see them toenails in that cabinet up there? All right, Merry Christmas. That was your mother. See them toenails? 2 fannies the woman had. Bought them off her. Imagine her. And they're like, all right, nice one, Dave.
He could have had a photo of her and said, you are.
There she is. Look at it. Sign it. Well done, Dave. Here I am. Doubled up and all that. Hubba bubba. Annie is also contacted by women with the same condition who have struggled to have their condition understood. I've had other women get in touch with me after blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we get it. Do you know what I mean? She's got 2 fannies. Well done, Anne. I'm not gonna read a fucking show full of quotes out of her with 2 fannies. She's making $1 off her. She's probably making off this now. So anyone's like, 2 fannies? I'm gonna Google her.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Straight in a bucket.
It's not like I'm interested in seeing it, but
And he's willing to pay for it. He's willing to pay for it.
I'm making sure that it's legit.
She's got a new 137,001 you'll have now. You'll have another fucking subscriber on that, and you'll be on there by tonight. But
fucking right.
Huey Lewis in the news will be straight in the back pocket. You'd be fucking, send me pictures of your bumhole and that. I don't even want to know about your 2 fannies. So we should say, I hope we've provoked some good...
With that, we should like to say, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas from the Avit boys. Yeah, and the Avit gang out here. So, like, if you've been enjoying this, do us a favour. We've seen extreme amounts of love already from you guys. We're fresh out the box. So any support you can give us means the world to us, especially at Christmas, because I know everyone's busy and they're giving it turkey and all that. So yeah, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe to the YouTube, watch the episodes, pass it around, share it with your friends. Yeah, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, all our Twitter, at Avit Podcast on all the socials, at BOYO World on all my socials, at Dayton_Lee, underscores his middle name. Merry Christmas to everyone. We hope you've enjoyed it. We've invoked some sort of Christmas spirit in all of you. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. We're having a blast. We hope you're having a blast at home. Let's wash it, is it?